In the bustling heart of New York City, where skyscrapers pierce the sky like ambitious dreams, a man in a tailored suit sat alone at a corner table in a quaint cafe. His name was Alexander Voss, CEO of a tech empire worth billions, but today his wealth felt like chains. He glanced at the young woman behind the counter, her name tag read Emma, pouring coffee with a weary smile. Little did she know his next words would shatter her ordinary day. Here's $500. Will you pretend to be my date for a day? If that hook jolted you, stick around because this story of unexpected connections, hidden pains, and second chances will tug at your heartstrings. And if it moves you, hit that like button and subscribe for more tales that remind us we're all just one conversation away from changing everything. Emma Thompson wiped the steam from her forehead, her apron stained with the day's chaos. At 25, she was juggling two jobs, barista by day, aspiring artist by night. Her tiny apartment in Brooklyn was filled with half-finished canvases, dreams of gallery shows that seemed forever out of reach. Money was tight, her student loans loomed like storm clouds, and her mother's hospital bills from a recent surgery added to the weight. She poured lattes with mechanical precision, her mind wandering to the life she wished for, one where she didn't have to count every penny. Across the cafe, Alexander Voss nursed his black coffee, his phone buzzing with emails he ignored. At 42, he was the epitome of success, founder of Voss Tech, a company revolutionizing AI for everyday life. Magazines called him a visionary, but behind the headlines was a man hollowed out by loss. His wife Sarah had died 5 years ago in a car accident, leaving him with a void no boardroom triumph could fill. He'd thrown himself into work, building walls around his heart. Social events were obligatory torture. Tonight's gala for his company's anniversary demanded a plus one, and the thought of going alone, facing pitying glances, was unbearable. He watched Emma interact with customers, a kind word here, a genuine laugh there. She had an effortless warmth, the kind Sarah once had. Impulsively, he stood, cash in hand. "Excuse me," he said, his voice steady but eyes betraying desperation. Emma turned, her hazel eyes widening at the sight of the crisp bills. "Here's $500. Will you pretend to be my date for a day, just for a gala tonight? No strings, I promise." Emma froze, the coffee pot nearly slipping from her grip. Was this a joke, a scam? She scanned his face, handsome but etched with lines of fatigue. "Are you serious? Why me and why pay for it?" Alexander sighed, sitting back down as if the weight of explanation exhausted him. "Because I'm tired of pretending I'm okay alone. And you seem real, not like the people in my world who see dollar signs first." She hesitated. The money could cover a month's rent or part of her mom's meds, but pretending to be someone's date, it felt wrong yet intriguing. One day only and nothing weird. Nothing, just conversation, a few dances, and you go home richer. Against her better judgment, Emma nodded. "Okay, but if it gets creepy, I'm out." As the afternoon sun dipped, Emma rushed home to change. She dug out her only fancy dress, a simple black number from a thrift store, and fixed her curly brown hair into loose waves. Nerves churned in her stomach. What was she doing, posing as a date for a stranger, but curiosity won. She wanted to peek into a world so different from hers. Alexander picked her up in a sleek black car, the driver silent. "You look beautiful," he said, genuine surprise in his voice. Emma blushed, unused to compliments from men like him. The gala was at a lavish ballroom in Manhattan, crystal chandeliers glittering like stars. Guests in designer gowns and tuxedos mingled, champagne flowing. Emma felt out of place, but Alexander guided her with a gentle hand on her back. "Just smile and nod. You're my date, remember," from an art gallery opening. She played along, introducing herself as an artist, which wasn't entirely a lie. Conversations flowed awkwardly at first, but Emma's natural charm shone. She spoke passionately about her paintings, drawing laughs and nods from executives who usually discuss stocks. As the night progressed, challenges emerged. A nosy investor cornered Alexander. "So how did you two meet? She doesn't seem like your usual type." Alexander tensed, but Emma jumped in. "We bonded over coffee, literally. I spilled some on his shirt." The group chuckled, diffusing the tension. Alexander shot her a grateful look. But beneath the facade, emotion stirred. During a slow dance, Alexander confessed softly, "I haven't done this since my wife." Emma's heart ached. "I'm sorry, what was she like?" "Kind like you, she saw through my walls." His voice cracked, revealing the loneliness he'd buried. Emma shared her own struggles, her father's abandonment when she was young, her mother's illness, the fear of never making it as an artist. "Sometimes I feel invisible," she admitted. "You're not," he whispered, "not tonight." The evening's peak challenge came when Alexander's ex-business partner, Marcus, approached with a smirk. "Alex, slumming it now, paid companion," he'd overheard a whisper, twisting it maliciously. Humiliation burned in Alexander's eyes. Emma, fueled by indignation, stepped forward. "Actually, we're real, and if you can't see that, maybe you're the one who's fake." Marcus backed off, stunned. As the gala ended, they walked along the Hudson River, the city lights reflecting on the water. Thank you, Alexander said, handing her the money. You didn't have to defend me. I wanted to. You're not as lonely as you think. You just need to let people in. He paused, vulnerability raw. Sarah's death broke me. I built this empire to forget, but it's empty. Emma touched his arm. Empires are great, but connections are what matter. Maybe start small, like coffee with a friend. They parted with a hug, but it wasn't the end. The next day, Emma found a package at the cafe, art supplies, and a note. For the invisible artist, let's have real coffee sometime, Alex. She smiled, texting him yes. Their fake date sparked something genuine. Over weeks, coffee turned to dinners, shared stories deepening their bond. Alexander opened up about his grief, attending therapy for the first time. Emma's art flourished with his encouragement. He even connected her to a gallery owner. But challenges persisted. Alexander's board questioned his distractions, pressuring him to focus on work. Emma faced doubts from friends. He's too rich, too old, it's not real. Insecurities flared. Alexander worried she'd see him as a benefactor, not a partner. Emma feared losing her independence. One stormy night, it culminated in a fight. I don't need your money, Emma yelled after he offered to pay her mom's bills. I need you to see me as equal. I do, Alexander pleaded, but I've lost so much I just want to help. They separated, hearts heavy. Days of silence followed, both reflecting. Alexander realized his wealth was a crutch. He needed to build trust without it. Emma saw her pride blocked vulnerability. Reconciliation came at the cafe where it began. Alexander arrived, no suit, just jeans and a nervous smile. No money this time, just me asking for a real date. Emma laughed through tears. About time. Their relationship grew, blending worlds. Alexander learned humility, volunteering at art programs. Emma gained confidence, her first exhibition a success, with Alexander cheering anonymously. Years later, married with a blended life, they looked back. Alexander's company thrived with a human touch. Emma's art touched souls. Their story inspired others. Loneliness isn't permanent, connections heal. And that's the tale, folks. A reminder that sometimes a bold ask leads to profound change. If this story touched you, smash that like button, subscribe for more heartwarming narratives, and share your own fake date stories in the comments. Who knows, your connection might be waiting at the next cafe.